Assalamualaikum. Friends, welcome back. Today we will going to discuss the Toyota production system. It is one of the most followed production system in the whole world, which are prescribed by the Toyota, and it is one of the most prominent system, which is actually considered as a lean system, which actually focuses on the reduction of waste and the cost effectiveness. So let's just discuss it. So first of all, we will going to have some introduction. That Toyota production system is an integrated socio-technical system. Why is it called the socio-technical? Because it focuses on the man and technology both. It says that anybody who is working in the plant, whether it's a worker or a manager, he should have an equal responsibility of managing the factory floor. So it was developed by the Toyota automotive manufacturer, we all know about it, to efficiently organize manufacturing and logistics, including the interaction with suppliers and customers to minimize cost and waste. So here you can see that in this system, the whole upstream and downstream of the supply chain is involved in the whole production system, whether it's a customer or whether it's in a upstream is the supplier. So everybody is equally responsible of this production system, who have they have an equal collaboration to to minimize the cost or minimize the waste. So that's why it is the most one of the leading system in the lean manufacturing. What is the philosophy? We're going to discuss the on which basis this production system is actually working. So it says that anybody who is actually following this production system, he has to work intelligently and eliminate waste so that only minimal inventory is needed. This increases cash flows and reduces physical space needs and make it easier to deliver the required results smoothly through internal processes, one piece at a time, single piece flow to the end customer. The system is also known by the more generic lean manufacturing and just-in-time production or JIT manufacturing. So there is a single there's a major part of the philosophy is that you don't have to aggregate the entire inventory in the one place. The customer, your internal customer, your worker, your manager, or anybody who is working in the production system is a customer. So you need to facilitate them to provide them the inventory which he can manage, so that the productivity can be increased. Instead of he just if he just wanted to tighten the screw, then he should not have to go back or segregate the entire tools, then find the screw tightener and then came back and do the work. So everything should be segregated and should be in appropriate place, so that the minimum amount of time could be wasted and things should be readily available to the worker. Now let's just find the deviations. We all know that what kind of deviations actually they have identified that need to be encountered through this production system. So the basic purpose, to identify and reduce three primary obstacles or deviation from the optimum allocation of resources within the system, and that was the overburden, that no worker should be overburdened, neither the system should be overburdened. The inconsistency in the whole flow should be minimized, that should be reduced, because the inconsistency actually produce the wastage in the entire system. Then the waste, you have to reduce the waste, any sort of waste, whether it's a human non-productivity or inventory waste or anything which is creating the obstacle in the flow of work is the waste. So the main components pillars of TPS system is TPS is grounded on two main conceptual pillars, and that is just in time, meaning making only what is needed, only when it is needed, and only the amount that is needed. Jidoka, it's a Japanese word which means automation, automation with the human touch. It simply says that if just in time, the philosophy says that whatever you required, it should be available, readily available in front of you, and whenever it is required, it should be available, and the quantity in which it is required, it should be available. So it is actually tackling the three main needs. One is that when it should be required, in what quantity should be required, and how it should be provided. And Jidoka is the automation with the human touch, means that you don't need to have a centralized system where the whole automation process should be going on. Everything should be done with the workflow. Every automation process should work with the workflow. The moment the production moves, the automation process moves side by side. Then we have the TPS principle, continuous improvement. It's a basic principle that the basic objective of TPS is that once you implement this system, then your entire management, your workers, or anybody in the factory floor should have to strive to continuously improve the process. So here it says that there's some sort of challenges, so they should have to encounter. So the basic norms of the TPS is that there's a challenge, which is we form a long-term vision, meeting challenges with courage and creativity to realize our dreams. You need to be courageous, and that's a very important part of the TPS system. You need to face those lackings or shortcomings to overcome, to bring improvement in the entire system. And this is what we call the learning. You have to learn the whole process, you have to reinvent it to make it continuous, or moving in a right way. Then the Kaizen, we improve our business operation continuously, always driving for the innovation and evolution. Then we have Gantbutsu, go to the source to find the fact, to make correct decisions. Yes, this is also the one of the most important principle, that if you find any sort of problem in the system, whether it's a work system, whether it's your entire the workflow system, or any kind of system, then instead of just focusing on that system on that point of time, you have to go back to the source, so that problem could not even arise right from the beginning. So that's a very important thing. Then we have respect. We respect others, make every effort to understand each other, take responsibility, and do our best to build mutual trust. And that's a very important part, because human interaction and the respect of the every worker or manager is very essential if we want a coordination system to run smoothly. Then we have the teamwork. We stimulate personal and professional growth, share the opportunities of development, and maximize individual and team performance. Now these are the key tools and concepts used within the TPS. We're going to discuss about it. If you like this video and in your comments, so we will going to discuss it in the further details, that these tools, their details, and how they are actually implemented in the production systems, and what kind of benefits the companies are reaping by implementing this system. So the such tools are the Anden, Gamba, and Genchi and Gantbutsu, Heijunka, Jidoka, Just-in-Time, Kaizen, Loadling, Kanban, Supermarket, Moda Muri, Mura, Ubia, Pokayok, Error Proofing, 5S, Value Stream Mapping, SMED 5Ys. So this is the reference of the website from where we have taken this presentation, and I hope that you will like it and take it as a very as a learning opportunity. This is our YouTube channel, Minhal Haider. So like it, enjoy it, and share it, and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you.